Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's continue our journey through the brain rot that is these photographs that are proving that there's some Americans that aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. Let's check this one out. On transit. There's no demand for public transit in the USA. Transit in the USA. 11 minutes by car, 2 hours and 7 minutes by transit. That's absurdly, grossly terrible. And okay, the American's going to respond. Public transport is a gateway drug to EU-style socialism. No thanks, I'll drive. I don't think they know what any of those words mean, especially socialism. Americans' distorted view and distorted definition of words like socialism and communism needs to be studied. It's absolutely hilarious the way that they just bring them up in every conversation, and they're seriously dog whistle trigger words for them. They're just like, socialism, communism, yes, commies. Like literally anything. And then the ironic part is many of even in the United States, the most freest, independent, place ever, they have many systems that they themselves would identify and call socialist or communist. That's the funniest part. Literally any social safety net, they hear the word collective or collectivism, they don't know what the words mean. That's all. On degrees. The sound I hear entering my car with 30 degrees. 30 degrees, you mean 86 degrees? Blood wouldn't last a day in the California summer. Yeah, another American just doesn't understand that there's different measurements for temperature. They don't know what Celsius is. On knives. America, where we can remove a wall with a utility knife. That's not a good thing. That means your house is made of cardboard. Europe, where you can't buy a utility knife. America, where they have no idea what Europe is like. Yeah, Americans, at least a lot of them, they have a very America-centric view of the planet. And often they just think that everybody knows everything about America and everything that goes on in America and speaks like an American. And yeah, it's crazy. On beer. Please tip 1,000%. No, I won't tip 1,000%. Buying anything in the US versus, okay, we need some. You do realize the USA invented beer and made it more popular, right? They did not invent beer. What does that have to do with anything? America, a country not even 300 years old, invented something that came out in BC. That's right, blonde-haired Jesus invented beer. The USA and AR-15s 250 years ago. Wow. That is a very, very American statement. Blonde-haired Jesus invented beer. This is like some Trumpist fantasy. On celebrations, each 8th of July at 11:15, UTC, 99% of the world's population is experiencing daylight. This day should have a name, and it should be a holiday. We all have a day on that day. It's called July 4th. Don't you love America? No. We especially don't love this type of America. Like this version of America that produces people like you, who are ignorant, inconsiderate, obnoxious, and just everywhere and annoying. 37 on cars. We invented cars. No sane country would say boot for the trunk. What? How does that statement enter your brain? The symbols are people in most of the country. Try again. I was going to say, the first car was built in Germany by, Mr. Benz in 1886. Guess the country. Is that a wilted rose and a peace sign? Europe. That's not a country, OG. Maybe they're not Texas. Oh, man. Sweet summer children, I tell ya. 39 on allergies. Unfortunately, they don't have allergies in other countries like they do in the US. So they don't understand the importance of cross-contamination. Sorry, what? The rest of the world isn't some clueless place where we all just stumble through life. American education, ladies and gentlemen. American education. My wife and I vacationed abroad last summer. All 3 countries had allergy keys. An allergy key? I don't know what's going on in this post. Okay, this one's relevant to me. On Canada. I'm 54 years old, and I just learned something new. I was watching a thing about the Canadian border. The part I circled in blue, I never knew existed. Don't laugh at me. I can't be the only one who didn't know this. What? You didn't know where Alaska is? Or like what are they saying that they didn't know? I'm curious. Are you Are you American by chance? Nice. On ancient buildings. Is it a copy of a fort on Key West, Florida? Bloody unlikely, mate. If it's from the year 200 BC, then one in Florida is the copy, as Florida was a swamp back then. Fair enough. On colors, colorblind test. That's a blue strawberry? It's color, not color. Are you American by any chance? That should be the new phrase. Are you American by chance? That's just should be the go-to response to this stupidity, these shenanigans. Are you American by chance? Here, take a flyer. We were expecting you. On French words. The French also don't have a word for entrepreneur. That's a French word. That word is in that word is in French. On Celsius. To all you Celsius users. To all you Celsius users. Hey, Celsius users, shut up. To all you Celsius users who defend Celsius by saying, oh, but 0 degrees is the temperature at which water freezes. I hope you know how illogical that sounds. Really? Pot. Meat kettle. On Texas. He's talking about an international flight home to the U.S., though as a Californian, I do feel like Texas is a different country. So do all Texans. I mean, America's a republic. Constitutional republic. Like, their states in certain ways are their own nations. Their own little, right? That's the flag of Chile you reposted. America on borders. This is what it's like crossing the border in the EU. The roads changed. That's it. Yeah, that must be nice, eh? Exactly the same as between states in the U.S. Not really any difference. Yeah, because the U.S. is one country. Had to explain very simple. It's like talking to a 5-year-old, basically. On speaking. Americans correcting English spellings. England doesn't speak English. They speak British. America speaks English. British is a nationality. 21-year-old girl drives a BMW M6 at over 310 kilometers on the Autobahn in Germany. Good for her. Sounds like a very efficient and fun way to drive. That's like 60 miles per hour. Point and laugh. We need an eternal Nelson meme. Ha ha. On the NFL. Okay, luckily we only got a few of these to go, and I never need to look at these again. On the NFL. Everyone dissing the NFL, but don't realize if America has their own national rugby team, we'd wipe the floors. Brother, America has a team. They lost 120-3 to New Zealand. My God. Inform yourself. Yeah, the Kiwis and the Aussies, they know a little bit about rugby. And on the Netherlands, the more I watch Queen Maxima of the Netherlands mock Trump's mouth, the funnier it gets. I honestly didn't realize Netherlands was still a country. Of course you didn't. You're American. Wow, I should think about spending a week or two there on vacation, visit some of the spots my grandfather saved from total destruction during World War II. Wow. Stupid, obnoxious, arrogant, and just... yeah. Stupid, obnoxious, arrogant. That sums it up. Ignorant, too. Really? When did we lose our country? The F you mean? Still a country since when it is not. The Canadians were there too, and Canadians helped liberate the Netherlands, and Canada and the Netherlands have a really, well, especially people that were alive during that period in 1945. They have a special bond. I don't know. There's not many Canadian veterans from World War II left, but the few who are, and they go there every year. They have for decades now. They go there, and the Dutch people are so gracious and kind and thankful to the Canadians, the vets. It's really beautiful. You see young kids, going up and shaking the hand of a 90-year-old vet and stuff like that. It's really cool. All right, that's it. Good stuff. All right, it's over. Thank God. All right, we'll see you all soon. When this video is published, I'll be in the Philippines. If you've been there, let me know in the comments. All right, we'll see you soon.